Continuing Major League Soccer talk, Montreal Impact back in the playoffs for the first time in 4 years under new head coach Thierry Henry, and he was recently giving some interviews and said, hey, if we hadn't made the playoffs, it probably would have been, bloody murder would have been screamed in Montreal. But hey, got to have a little patience. It takes some time to build a team here. And of course, in the middle of a pandemic, as we know, the three Canadian teams, even outside of the Orlando bubble where all the MLS teams had to be in there, the three Canadian teams then had to relocate to the States and be away from families while American teams still got to be home. So Gareth, I'll begin with you. Does he have a point? Or is this just the life of a head coach? And yeah, if you don't get the job done, fans are going to scream bloody murder no matter what.
I think he makes a great point. And honestly, I love having Thierry Henry back in Major League Soccer this time as a head coach. Look, it wasn't going to ever be an easy job coming to the Montreal Impact and a little bit of a rebuild, a little bit of a restructure as they try to set some long-term goals and some long-term planning in Montreal. And Henry, the biggest question around him was whether he'd be committed to it. And it sounds like he is. And that's good news for the entire league and specifically Montreal. You need figures like this. He was such a big part of MLS's back and the social justice movement there as well. And look, it's been a wonky, weird season. You want to see signs of growth. And I think you did over the course of the season with the Montreal Impact. By no means was it successful, but was there progress? Yes. And I'm excited to see what Henry can do in terms of recruitment and formation and structure on the field as well as we move forward.
Yeah, that's the key point to me is that it is going to take time, and it's great to see that he sounds committed to that over a period of a few years, but he does have to show signs of progress. You can't just get away with being bad and saying, well, just wait 2 years and it will turn out fine. And I still have some questions with this Impact team about where that progress is happening. And it's not just on Thierry Henry. He's responsible for picking the team and the on-field side of it. And maybe I would have liked to have seen a bit more of a clearer identity emerge over the course of the season. But I think a big reason for that, and a big reason I'm more concerned, is the transfer business is still mixed for me. There's been some signs of promise. I like the Mason Toye acquisition. I think they've got some young players. Obviously, Luis Binks was a big pickup who looked promising. Yeah. But the big one was Victor Wanyama, and that to me looks like a mistake right now. It's a guy who does not seem to be able to do the thing that he was really good at when he was in his prime in the Premier League. So that's going to be a problem for them. I think they're already in a spot where they have to make a big decision on him. And getting those core pieces right, I think the jury is still very much out on that for the Montreal Impact.
Well, he's already had 3 more games in charge than he had at Monaco. So progress, Henry moving in the right direction.